Finally today, the inside story of Maryland Governor Larry Hogan's battle against cancer. Hogan sat down with us for his first national interview about his illness and his recovery. Here's a special Power Player of the Week.
I kind of knew that being governor of Maryland as a Republican was going to be a tough job, but I was going to face all kinds of challenges, but I didn't realize cancer was going to be one of them.
Larry Hogan had been governor just 5 months in June when he noticed a lump in his neck. He'll never forget the diagnosis from his doctors.
We've got some bad news to tell you. You know, you've got 50 or 60 tumors throughout your whole body, from your neck to your groin. You've got very advanced cancer that's spread all over.
When they say that to you, 50, 60 tumors and advanced cancer, what did you think?
I thought about how am I going to tell my family, what's going to be facing me.
3 days later, Hogan told the public.
I was diagnosed with cancer. Ready for the poison?
Yeah, we're ready for it.
The governor and his doctors decided to be just as aggressive as his cancer. 6 rounds of chemotherapy, where each time he would check into the hospital for 5 days of round-the-clock treatment.
I didn't sleep for 5 days because they give you a huge amount of steroids to combat the chemo. So you're wired and you're wide awake.
Hogan worked the cancer ward like a politician.
Can I come in and say hi?
Talking to other patients, even though his immune system was weakened by the drugs.
You did such an excellent job beating cancer that you need one of these.
Thank you.
I wasn't supposed to, but I was hugging people and shaking their hands and taking pictures with them, and it inspired me.
But as the chemo built up in his body, the side effects got much worse.
I lost all my hair. I had a full head of white hair, and I lost my eyebrows and my eyelashes. My hands and feet started to lose feeling and has nerve damage.
He also suffered from exhaustion, but he kept doing his job.
We had meetings in the conference room in the hospital. We had meetings in my hospital room with senior staff.
As Hogan started recovering, doctors let him go out more, like to a Baltimore Orioles game, where he found a way to engage in a favorite pastime.
I shook 500 hands or so at the Orioles game for the first time. I was so excited because I had a batting glove on. Now I'm putting 12-hour days in instead of just coming in for a few hours.
Doctors say, do you slow down a little bit?
They keep trying to tell me that, but I don't listen very well.
Hogan is back in the State House doing what he used to do. But there have been some changes.
What's the biggest thing you learned about yourself?
There was a few emotional times, like you pointed out in my press conference, and teared up a few times when I was with kids. But I'm also pretty tough.
He's also found a new mission as an advocate for cancer research and treatment.
Hopefully I'll be done with this soon, as far as my own personal fight, but I'm not going to be done with the cause.
This week, Hogan held another news conference.
I'm very thankful to be able to report that incredibly, as of today, I am 100% cancer-free and in complete remission.
We wish the governor and his family the very best on this Thanksgiving.